Do you want your version of Marvel's Spider-Man on PC to go from this to this? Well, stay tuned, because in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to remove the HUD in Marvel's Spider-Man Remastered on PC, and this is probably one of the most game-changing mods in the entire game. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and get into how you do it, because on the last video about mods, I didn't quite tell you how. It's really easy, so let's do that first before we get into some more gameplay. So you want your Spider-Man Remastered PC gameplay to look like what I just showed you. It is really easy, and I'm going to show you how to do it here. First of all, nexusmods.com. There's going to be a link in the description for this exact mod. There are, of course, other mods for you to check out. You go here to download. You download the manual version. Slow version, it's fine. All it means is you have to wait those 5 seconds. You save it to wherever you feel like saving it. And I'll save it to the desktop. And boom, we now have it on the desktop. You unzip it. I've already unzipped it, so I'll go ahead and get rid of that. And this is it. You now have the mod that you're gonna need, but there is one more step that you need to complete. There is also a written description here that you can follow along with. You download Reshade. There's a link right here. You can, of course, click it in the description. It will just pop up and download. It is right here. It looks like the PC Master Race. That's pretty much it. It, of course, gives you a warning that this build of Reshade is intended for single-player games only, and it may cause a ban. That's fine. You look for whatever game you want. In our case, it's going to be Marvel Spider-Man Remastered. Click Next. You have to select DirectX 10/11/12. It will not work if you do anything else. So there, I already have it installed, so I'm not going to really mess with it, but you click 2 more times and that is it. It is that easy. Once you have Reshade installed, all you have to do, you pull up Steam or wherever you're playing, and you go to the game's local files. It's easy if you're on Steam. Boom, you just go to local files. Here we are. Once you have that, you go to this folder that you had previously downloaded, copy it and paste them over. Replace what's already there. It's going to say that you're going to replace files. That's perfectly fine. This doesn't mess with anything. And once that is done, you're golden. You can go ahead and start the game, and bada bing, bada boom, no HUD for you. It's wonderfully, wonderfully easy. I'm not amazing at following complex instructions. Luckily, these instructions aren't all that complex. So with all of that said, let's go ahead and actually take a look at the mod itself. I promise you, this thing is great. And now that the mod is installed, here we are in a little bit of a stealth combat area with no HUD whatsoever. Playing the game like this is a completely different experience. It almost feels like a hardcore mode of some kind, or something way more difficult than in a normal version, because here, this guy snuck up on me and I had no idea that he was coming. You can still, of course, use your ability to see them like this, and this is, of course, a little bit more helpful, but I have no idea where I'm aiming my shooters at or anything like that, and honestly, it's really fun. Let's see if we can continue to take these guys out, at least one of them. If we do end up alerting them, I don't really care, because some combat would be fun, but you can't tell me that this doesn't look infinitely better than it does with the HUD. That HUD, man, it's good. It's not as intrusive as other games. You see, like right now, I can't really tell what's going on, and I guess that's one of the bad things about the HUD. If I put it back, you can toggle it with the click of one button. Caps lock is what brings it back. Obviously, if you're like really hardcore and you had no HUD and you're just really dedicated to not playing with the HUD, you could like look around and you would have found this laptop, which is what you need to do. Okay, so here we are in the open city with no HUD. We showed you a little bit of combat. It was like a stealth section that was difficult for me because I'm not amazing at the stealth yet. It's been so long since I played the game, but roaming around the city like this with no HUD, it opens up so many opportunities for amazing, amazing visuals. The game already looks great, but getting rid of that pesky HUD makes it all the better. This definitely takes an already amazing version of the game, the best version of the game, to a whole nother level. It's absolute insanity. Whoa, my God, who's shooting at me? That's the other thing. I can't tell where anyone is. Oh, are they here? Okay, my spider sense is tingling. I'm like real life Spider-Man right now, trying to figure out what the hell's going on.
Those guys.
Yeah, I truly don't know what happened there. It's a little difficult to play through the main game like this because clearly there's an adjustment process. But if you feel confident enough to do it, by all means, I would love to see somebody just beat the game like this. I don't think I can. You kind of need the HUD sometimes. What is that, cops? All right, there's cops there. I wonder what that's about. Is there any bad guys? Hey, what's going on? All right, they're good. But more than anything, like for me, this is just like a novelty thing. It's just really cool to swing around the city like this. If you happen to have some encounters where you can do some combat, that's also an amazing opportunity to have some fun. Whoa, come on, come on. Hamilton Heights. I seriously have no idea where that is. What you could do is just go around the city like this and spam your little radar and try to come across some shenanigans. Or I guess this is a good time to show you. It's as easy as clicking a button and boom, the HUD's back. And then we can try to look for pretty much anything. Oh my God, finding all the backpacks like this would be insanely difficult. It would take an amount of time that I don't have. But that I would love to see that. Oh Jesus, that would be great. Or even this is a fun game, right? Like, okay, you kind of see where the backpack. Ooh, combat. HUD off. Let's do it. Okay, it seems like they're on top of this building. Let's go ahead and get in there and have a HUDless fight. Boom, let's do this. Yeah, like, Jesus, this looks gorgeous. I wish I had the talent and the skill to just play the entire game like this. Again, I'm aware that I don't. Oh, Jesus. I'm aware that I don't. At least we still get markers for our spider sense, so we can still just avoid enemies that are being annoying. Oh, okay. Here, you. Ow! Ow! Don't shoot at me. That's not what you need to be doing. This is it's an amazing way to play. It's an absolutely amazing way to play. The part of the story that I'm at right now has me here in the nighttime, but I can't wait to just try this out in the daytime and see what it's all really like. Again, you saw in the beginning of the video, installing it is very easy. This is the second mod that I've installed for the game. The first one was the black suit that you're also seeing now. There's a dedicated video for that. You should go check it out on the channel for some 4K free roam gameplay with Black Suit Spidey. Spider-Man Remastered on PC has surpassed every expectation I had for the game and for the amount of fun I would be having. I had no idea that when this came out, I was going to want to beat the entire game again, but that is where we are at now, folks. At this point, I'm just going to play the entirety of the game all over because it's so good. They've done such an amazing job with the port. Easy installs for the mod. You saw it in the video. I'll have a link in the description to where you can get the mod. I didn't do that for the last video, unfortunately, but here we're going to end things off at the Oscorp building. And here we are atop Oscorp, ready to end the video. Let me know in the comments if you are going to give this mod a try. Playing the game with no HUD is a game-changing experience, almost literally. It does feel like an entirely different game. Maybe I'll just play like this and try to get used to it. I think that could be really fun. But that's going to do it for me today. Let me know if you want to see more Spider-Man Remastered PC videos, including more mod reviews. And with that, I'm out of here. I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. Adios.